Hey, it's Joey for Digital DJ Tips. Right now, taking a really quick look at this. No, it's not a smartwatch, it's the Soundbrenner Pulse, and it's a vibrating wearable metronome. The vibrations it produces are up to 7 times more powerful than what you would expect on a smartphone or a smartwatch. Now, unlike traditional musicians' metronomes, the ones that produce click sounds, the Soundbrenner Pulse is completely silent. It keeps time by pulsing along to the tempo that you set. So that means it's great for loud environments as well as for use in the studio. Speaking of studio work, if you are a DJ producer, Soundbrenner Pulse comes with a plugin that you can install on your computer. That means that you can use it with your favorite digital audio workstation, whether that's Ableton Live or Pro Tools or Logic and so on. That means that you can finally get rid of that metronome click track sound if you're sick of hearing it. I'm kind of sick of hearing the click track, and instead of having to go through that traditional way of keeping in time, the tempo just gets sent straight to the Soundbrenner Pulse, so you are feeling the tempo instead of hearing it. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and I really enjoyed it when I was laying down like some piano parts over here in my keyboard, or when I was recording vocals. It's just really nice to have this option. So instead of having to listen to a click track for hours on end when you're recording a vocal, having this on your wrist just feels a lot more natural, and it's less fatiguing for your ears. It also prevents mic bleed, which is something that most of us have had to deal with since a lot of DJ producers record vocals in their own bedrooms. So having the Soundbrenner Pulse with you is one way to sort of keep that metronome click sound from bleeding into the microphone while you're recording vocals. Now, if you are somebody who performs live, let's say you take Ableton out to gigs with a MIDI controller and you perform with other musicians. Let's say you've got a live vocalist, you've got a guitarist or a multi-instrumentalist or even a drummer. All of you guys can be synced up to the Soundbrenner Pulse plugin, and basically you'll be sending out the tempo in Ableton Live over to everyone's wrists, as long as they've got the Soundbrenner, of course, and all of you guys can be locked into the same tempo. So no more having to ask, why were you late when you got to the chorus? Or why did you sing the verse part too early? Those things are going to be kept to a minimum simply because you're all being kept in time thanks to the Soundbrenner Pulse. Now again, I've had this for a couple of weeks and I just like how convenient it is. It's a little bit large on my wrist, but that's so the vibrations that it produces can be transferred over to my wrist more effectively. At least that's what the manual says. But I do agree with that. And even though I'm really active when I perform, I like moving around a lot, I always feel the tempo on my wrist. And that's something really, really important. It also flashes different colors. And you can set the color via the Soundbrenner Pulse app on your phone. And right now, I've got it like this. And to set the tempo, I can just tap it with my fingers like that. And already it's pulsing to whatever beat that I've set it to. Now you can also use the app if you want to manually do that, if you want to make some adjustments, if you want to change the way that this looks, you can do that within the app itself. So in all, I think the Soundbrenner Pulse is a really, really nice take on the traditional metronome that's been around for centuries now. I think it's cool to use for DJ producers who perform live, and at the same time, it's a unique tool to use in the studio as well. I've got a more detailed look at this over at the Digital DJ Tips website. The link is in the description box below. Hit the thumbs up icon if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button if you are not a subscriber yet. My name is Joey. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Still pulsing.